print on demand might not be for you. So before you waste any more time in this business, watch this video and see if you even fit the print on demand seller profile. Now, there are two types of print on demand sellers. Person number one would be someone just looking to have fun. Maybe bring in an extra $200 a month or something, but to thoroughly enjoy the process. And person number two, well, they're looking to take this a lot more seriously. They want between $3,000 and $5,000 a month. They're maybe looking to replace their job. And if not to replace their job, they're at least looking to bring in a bit more money, at least some serious money that can actually make a difference. This video is so important, and it's not going to be crazy fancy editing. I love doing these videos where I'm just talking to you as if it's like a FaceTime. So this video is really important because these two types of people have incredibly different paths for print on demand, and it's vital that you know which person that you are to know what path you have to go down. And I'm going to share both of those paths for you. Let's start with person number one. We're going to call them Jack. Why not? Person number one, Jack, is just looking to have fun. They love creating stuff. They love putting things on t-shirts, mugs, posters, whatever. And they're not really looking to make a serious amount of money. If you are like Jack, I would say that's amazing. Well done. That's great. It's a really good position to be in because you just get to have fun with it. There's no pressure. There's no stress. The platform that you decide to sell on, it doesn't matter. Even the platforms that shall not be named, like Redbubble. I just named it. But basically, if you are like Jack, just have fun. Create whatever you want. The niche doesn't matter. The profit margins don't matter. The sales don't matter. It's just about creating something, uploading it, and enjoying the process. So don't worry about chasing trends, finding the best niche. Just enjoy what you're doing. Create whatever you want to create. However, and this is a big one, as soon as you question, why am I not getting any sales? Why isn't this working? Well, you immediately become person number two. And we're going to call them Jill. Jack and Jill. That has a nice ring to it. And this is the main point, the main element of this video. This is why I really wanted to sit down and talk to you. Because if you are Jill, then the path that you need to go down for the success that you're looking for is a very particular path, and not everyone is able to go down it. You need to pass certain criterias, and hopefully after watching this video, you'll be able to determine if you do pass those criterias in order to make print on demand actually work for you to the success, to the level that you need it to. Now, before going and discussing the path that Jill needs to go down, I just want to quickly ask you, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel and you're enjoying these videos, please hit that subscribe button. I'm so flipping close to getting to 100,000 subscribers and getting that stupid play button that is so unimportant in the grand scheme of things, but I've been trying for 8 years and I just know I'm nearly there. So if you haven't subscribed and you do like my content, please hit that subscribe button. And without further ado, let's get right back into it. Now, in order to be Jill, you need the capabilities to be able to make $3,000 to $5,000 a month, or even more than that. So, straight off the bat, companies like Redbubble, TeePublic, Zazzle, Cafe Press, and all of those kind of companies become irrelevant. They're not important. And the reason for that is these companies simply don't get enough traffic and don't give you enough margins to make it work. Those companies pretty much become irrelevant, mainly because the amount of money you are able to make from them is simply not enough to hit these targets. They might make you a few $100s a month at best, but they won't make you a few thousand. And that's really because the profit margins aren't there and the traffic that website gets isn't there. So if you are looking to go down the path of Jill, you have to stop thinking about these smaller print-on-demand companies and really focus on the bigger bigger companies out there. There are, in my opinion, only really 3 ways to succeed with print on demand if you are Jill. And I know this is not going to be a popular opinion. I know a lot of people won't want to hear this. You might not even agree with me. And I know a lot of other YouTubers, gurus, mentors, whatever you want to call them, they won't say this, they won't talk about this because, well, it's counterproductive for their overall message. You know, if you have a print on demand channel and you're telling people not to do print on demand, it doesn't really make any sense, does it? But personally, I don't see the point in beating around the bush here. In my opinion, it isn't worth it for you to chase a dream that's never going to happen. And it makes more sense to focus your attention on something that is more likely. So here it is. In my opinion, and just for some background, this is based off of being in this business for 10 years, making over $250,000 from this business, and speaking and seeing people make over $10,000 a month from this business, print on demand. So I think I have a lot of experience, and I think this is quite a valid opinion. So if you want to make $3,000 to $5,000 or more per month with print on demand, you need to be selling on platforms that can facilitate that. Let's go over those platforms. The first one is Etsy. Now, Etsy has its drawbacks. Before you get all annoyed, I do agree, Etsy shuts people down. Not everyone can get accepted to Etsy. Etsy does have issues. However, Etsy allows you to connect to a platform like Printify or Printful or Gelato or whatever. And Etsy allows you to have a good profit margin, over $10 per sale. And in a previous video, I showed you how you were able, when selling an item for $22, you were able to make $10.26 per item sold. That amount of profit allows you to scale. It allows you to make that $2,000 to $3,000 or $3,000 to $5,000 every single month. Now, as well as that, Etsy also gets a lot of traffic. They have hundreds of millions of visitors every single month. I know the competition is there, and I didn't say Etsy was easy. I'm not saying it's easy. None of this is easy. What I'm saying is Etsy facilitates the option for you to scale and make serious money. The second platform, Amazon Merch on Demand. Another platform that a lot of you might not want to hear, but it's the harsh truth. Amazon gets billions of visitors every single month. You are able to make a bit less profit, between $5 and $7 per item sold, but because of the sheer number of visitors the platform has, it allows you to scale up to get to that 5,000 or more in profit every single month. Now, there's no denying those two platforms have their drawbacks, they have their issues, but they are still platforms that have the largest amount of traffic and the highest potential for profit. Now, the third platform is Shopify. And when I say that, I mean creating your own store with Shopify, setting your own prices, advertising on Facebook on Facebook ads, or doing TikTok, or maybe some other organic things like Instagram or even YouTube, or creating an audience and selling that way. That, in my opinion, is the only other way to make this work, because you have full control, you're able to scale, you're able to build a brand, you're able to do this business to the level that you need to make that $3,000 to $5,000 or more every single month. Now, here's the harsh truth. Here's the bit that you probably weren't expecting me to say. There are a lot of people who can't sell on Etsy because of maybe what country they're in or whatever reason, and it sucks. It really, really sucks. Or maybe they've been suspended for whatever reason. There's even more people that can't sell on Amazon because they can't get accepted to the Merch on Demand program. And that also really sucks. And then there's even more people who don't have the budget to start a Shopify store with Facebook ads. Now, you can start a Shopify store and just do TikTok organic ads, and that doesn't cost you anything. And Shopify can cost you $1 for the first 3 months with various affiliate programs. So technically that works. But if you're doing Shopify with Facebook ads, a lot of people can't afford that or don't have that upfront money to get started, because it can cost you, $500 or more dollars. So in my opinion, if you are one of those three people where you can't get Etsy, you can't get Amazon, and you can't afford Shopify, and you are like Jill, not Jack, so you want to actually make a business that's able to make $3,000 to $5,000 a month, then here it is. I don't think print on demand is for you. As you know, bad as that sounds, I just don't think it's the right business choice for you, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you are like Jill and you're just looking to change your life by any means necessary, providing it's legal, please don't do anything illegal, but you're looking to change your life by any means necessary, it doesn't matter what job you do, it doesn't matter how you make that money, as long as you're able to maybe replace your job, maybe get that extra income that you need. It doesn't have to be print on demand. I understand the appeal of print on demand. It's what people say, it's easy. It's not easy. And people say it's free. Well, it's not free, and people say you can just upload as many designs as you want, keep uploading to Redbubble, go for it, upload. It's not like that. It doesn't work like that. And it annoys me. People have to stop telling everyone that, because that's not the case. It's just more important for you to be more pragmatic with your time rather than chase this impossible goal of making $3,000 to $5,000 every single month with print on demand. So what does this mean? Where do we go from here? If you're that person and you can't use these three platforms, well, this video isn't here to kind of facilitate you giving up. I don't want to do that. I'm not trying to sap away all the hope that you might have in making money. What I do want to tell you is there is so many different options out there for you, and I want to help you with those different options if print on demand isn't going to work for you. There are endless opportunities. You've got service-based jobs like doing freelance, doing photography, cleaning windows, doing anything, but service-based jobs meaning exchanging time for money. Now, I know the appeal of print on demand is passive income, passive income. I want passive income. I want to wake up and have 50 sales. And yes, it's possible, but only if you are going down the path of Jill and you're selling on platforms like Amazon, Etsy, or Shopify. Otherwise, you're not going to see that income. You're not going to see a big enough income. So there are a lot of other options, like another one, Amazon arbitrage, which is where you go to retail stores and you find good deals and discounts and you buy something. So let's say you go to Costco and you find a pack of 50 toothbrushes, and on Amazon they're selling for more. You're able to buy them and then immediately sell them on Amazon. That's Amazon arbitrage. There are, like I said, a lot of options. And what you could definitely do, and I think this is a great idea, if I may say so myself, you could go down one of these other options to make a bit of money. Let's say go down the service-based route and try and make $2,000 or $3,000. Once you've done that, you can always revisit print on demand and go down the Shopify route with Facebook ads, because you might not be accepted with Amazon, you might not get accepted with Etsy, or you might be banned, but Shopify, anyone can really do. I've never seen anyone have an issue signing up, joining Shopify, and creating ads. So the only issue people have with that is the startup capital. So if you're able to make a bit of extra money doing something else, or even just getting a job, or you might have a job, but maybe saving $50 or $100 a month from your job, just put it aside for a few months so that you can revisit this idea of print on demand, then I think that's a very viable option. Or maybe you go on Facebook Marketplace and you find a bunch of stuff, you take it, like free stuff, there's tons of it, and then you go and sell it for more money. Again, this is a very good business model. A lot of people do it. You can do that to make that first $1,000, and then you can kind of look into Shopify with print on demand again. And please don't listen to the people saying, oh, but Shopify Facebook ads, it's oversaturated. No one buys from Facebook. It's too expensive. There's no profit margin there. That is all complete rubbish. I started a Shopify store in January of this year to prove all of that wrong, and it's going fantastically. My average order is $31. my profit on that is over $20 per t-shirt sold. And it's going really, really well. Facebook is learning my store. I'm now getting sales every single day. At first, it was like one every few days. But now I'm getting sales every day. And it's not many sales. Yesterday was 3 sales. Today, I've already got a few. And it's very early in the morning. It's only 11 a.m. It's very early days, but it's still a very good option. Now, I just want to kind of go back to print on demand. Way back just for a quick second here and just say there are 2 other platforms that are kind of like outliers. They're not like the Redbubble and the TeePublic, but they're also not like the Merch on Demand and the Etsy. Those 2 platforms are eBay and Amazon. Not to be confused with Amazon's Merch on Demand. I mean, like Amazon, like Seller Central, FBA, FBM, that kind of thing, where you link Amazon to Printify or Printful and you sell that way. Those 2 platforms are interesting because they both have the traffic. eBay has hundreds of millions of visitors, Amazon billions of visitors. So and it's very easy to sell and get accepted on Amazon, the normal Amazon, and eBay. There's none of this process where you have to get accepted. However, my only concern with those 2 platforms are the audiences. And the difficulty. So with eBay, the audience isn't really print on demand focused. Like, you can get sales with print on demand on eBay, but it's tough because people don't go to eBay to find t-shirts. People go to Etsy to find that kind of thing. People go to Merch on Demand and Amazon to find that kind of thing. They don't really go to eBay, but it is possible. So don't count that one out. If you still really want to try and figure out print on demand and you can't do Shopify, Etsy, or Amazon Merch on Demand, then yeah, try eBay. The other one is Amazon's FBA, or like Amazon Seller Central. The reason why this one's a bit of an outlier as well is because it has all the same potential as Amazon Merch on Demand. However, it's a lot more complicated. You're competing a lot more with Amazon's own t-shirt kind of platform business. I know it's all under the same Amazon website and everything, but the profit margin isn't really as good. It's a lot more complicated, like a lot more complicated to do, and it just doesn't seem to perform nearly as well as Merch on Demand. But again, like I said before, if you can't do Etsy, Shopify, or Amazon Merch on Demand, and you want to go down the eBay route, then I would also recommend going down the main Amazon route as well. Yeah. So there it is. I really hope this answers a question, a big question that a lot of people have. Is print on demand worth it? Can I do it? And there's really no shame in realizing that it might not be for you. Not everyone is cut out for every type of business. I did Amazon FBA and I stopped after four years. It could have been 5 years. I can't remember now. We were making really good money with it, but I was not cut out for it. It was not the path I wanted to go down. It was difficult. I wasn't enjoying it. The stress, everything, it was not for me. And I had to realize that after a few years, but eventually I realized it and I moved on. And there's absolutely no shame in that. It's more important that you ask yourself, why do you want to make money? Why do you want to have success? What is your end goal? What is something you are trying to achieve? And how can you get there and enjoy yourself and actually get there, not struggle and try it for years on end with no hope, no success. Print on demand is great. It can be amazing. But in all honesty, it's not the only thing out there. There's so much out there. And I've done over 20 different businesses and side hustles. I've tried so many different things. And I'm doing so many different things. So I would definitely love to help you with anything that you end up going down, whatever route you end up going down. And I actually want to say to you, let me know in the comments down below. Are you Jill? Are you Jack? Who are you? Because at the end of the day, it's important to make sure that you are on the right path for you, not for someone else. And there's nothing to be ashamed of if you are neither Jack or Jill. At the end of the day, it didn't really work out for them anyways, did it? I don't think they ever got that water. That was a terrible, terrible joke. Oh my gosh. Clearly, I shouldn't go down the route of being a comedian. Right, yeah. that would make sense. I'm going to avoid that career path. Anyway, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. And like, I hope this video instilled a bit of hope in you in terms of giving you some direction, where to go. And also, I hope it made you realize that there's absolutely nothing wrong if print on demand doesn't work out. Who cares? There's so much out there. There's so much you can do. There's so much you're capable of doing. And I can't wait to see what you achieve.